Next, we're going to talk about the information about a lead that shows up in your database. So we're going to pick an example here. This is a Zillow lead that just came in a few minutes ago. I've got the follow-up boss set on blur mode. So contact information is blurred out just so that we can post this video. But obviously when you're looking at it, the information won't be blurry. So starting from the top left, the very first thing you're going to see is how they were named in whatever system they came into. Pro tip here is once you've connected with the person, take a second and convert this into first name, last name. Like I'm going to take a guess and say this is probably someone whose first name is Maddie and last name is Blees. But once you've spoken with them, you can confirm that. The reason we do that is later on we have some communication options that will let you use kind of merge fields. So you'll want to be able to identify a first name. So it'll say, hi, Maddie, rather than, hi, Maddie Blees. So that's one thing to do when you're looking at a lead to start out with. Underneath the name, you're going to see their phone number. You're going to see an email address. If you have their address, you can add it in the address section. Relationships allows you to link different contacts. So in case there's a husband and a wife that both submitted an inquiry somewhere and you want to kind of link them up in the system, you can do that here. Then underneath details, we're going to start seeing the things that we will be updating as agents. So the very first thing we're going to see is the stages field. Almost everything is going to come into Follow-Up Boss as a lead. Lead is the default status, and it's kind of the default. It's the same as like new. So in order to update a status, you click on it, and then you'll see all these different options. Anything with a little blue icon by it means it's a Zillow Flex status. You should only see those with the icon on Zillow Flex files. So we're going to look at a separate graphic that shows all of the different stages that we use at Pemberton Homes. So here's the first one. For non-Zillow leads, okay, we have this series of 9 or 10 different stages. And then some of these things will apply for Zillow leads as well. But lead means it's a brand new lead. You have not yet connected with the person. Hot means you've connected with them and you believe that they will be moving in the next 3 months. So this is somebody you want to keep right at the top of your radar screen. Nurture is somebody that you connected with, and they are going to move, but it's likely more than 90 days from now. Client is someone you're working with right now. You're showing them homes, you're submitting offers for them. Pending means they have a purchase agreement. Close means they've closed. Past client means they've closed and I've finished all those steps. I've asked for reviews. I've sent them a thank you note, whatever it is you do at the end of a transaction. Sphere is not really a time stage. It really is just a way to identify people that you've put in the database as part of your sphere, and you want to track them that way. Unresponsive means a lead that you've been trying to contact for quite a while and they have become unresponsive. And then trash, generally we're only going to use that if a lead comes in and has an agent or they just straight up tell you, please do not ever contact me. That's the set of stages that we use for non-Zillow leads. Then for Zillow leads, the stages really just line up with the regular Zillow statuses that you'd see in the Zillow Premier Agent app. Right? So lead, attempted contact, spoke with customer, appointment set, met with customer, showing, submitting offers, under contract, close, nurture, and trash. A couple of things we want to point out here. Leads should always move down this list of stages and never up. With the exception of if you should happen to convert a nurture back into something active, then you could move back up again and go to submitting offers or showing homes or whatever. But generally speaking, you want to just go down. So somebody comes in, you struggle to reach them, so then they're in attempted contact. Then you finally speak with them and they're not willing to agree to an appointment at first. Fine, you leave them in spoke with. Then they ultimately set an appointment and you meet with them and you show them one home. And then they say, oh, I got to think for a little while. Like, can you give me a week or so? Don't back them up to a previous status, just leave them in showing homes because you did in fact show them a home. Similarly, once you get to submitting offers, once you've submitted one offer, even if that offer doesn't work out and then you go back to showing again, just go ahead and leave it in submitting offers. And then once you have a signed purchase agreement, it'll go to under contract and then more of the TC work will take over here. So those are the different stages. And that happens right here in Follow Up Boss. When you're updating a stage, you'll go to the field, you'll select the one you want, and then you'll click the green checkbox to save. I'm going to click out of it. The source line is telling you where the lead came from. Generally speaking, you'll just leave this alone, but if you look at it and there's an obvious error, you can change it. Agent is you. Lender, you're going to see Flex Mortgage on lots of team leads. And then price shows the price on the property that they inquired about. Background gives you the opportunity to add some information. Social profile, sometimes this will link up to their Twitter, or their Facebook, or whatever. And then there's some custom fields down here. That pretty much this left side is where we have sort of all the contact information and the background information about our leads. So the lead will come in with a fair amount of this information, and then it's your job as the agent to verify some of it and then continue to update it so that it's current and so that it helps you in making contact with the lead.